Evan stood on the dam, watching Lou sail across the grey water. This was a mistake. Who knew what she'd find down there? What evidence still remained after all these years? How long would all this take? Maybe he should stop hiding the past. It wasn't his fault after all. All those involved were long since dead. A car pulled up, a door slammed, and footsteps clunked across the tarmac towards him. Black-suited arms leaned on the parapet. "Evan, you're a hard man to track down." His heart sank. "Varian. Obviously not hard enough as you managed it." He glanced sideways. "What can I do for you? I was under the impression you weren't coming." "We need to talk in person." He leaned his back against the parapet and spread his hands. "So? Talk." "Not here. She'll see me, and I can't have that yet. We'll talk in the office." Evan shrugged and walked with him. "Is this because you're not in her good books right now?" Varian glared at him. "What's she been saying?" "She hasn't said much, but I can tell. This is a little mean and underhanded, even for you. Taking her away from her big discovery and putting her here in the back of beyond." Varian slammed the door shut behind them, making Evan jump. "That is none of your concern." Evan narrowed his eyes. "I want to know what you're playing at." Varian glowered. "You know what happened here as well as I do. Your family was just as involved as mine." "Precisely. By sending her down there, you risk exposing everything." He sucked in a deep breath. "She's already asking about the fire." Panic flitted in Varian's eyes. "How did she know about that?" "The church spire is blackened. Anyone with a decent pair of binoculars can see that, and once she dives, she'll know how extensive the fire was." He raked his hands through his hair. "You know Great-Grandad left a journal." Varian's gaze flicked back and forth. "No, I didn't." "Oh, don't fret, Varian. I have it locked away in the safe. There's a reason I'm doing the Dark Lake dive and no one else is. I can control what information gets out and becomes public knowledge. And if more bodies wash up?" She showed me photos of a bone. A charred bone, I might add. "Well, the report will state it came from the graveyard by the church. If she uncovers too much, the report will be lost. Nothing will ever be published. Don't worry." "Well, that's easy for you to say. You're not living with the woman." Varian raised his eyebrows. "I'm sorry?" "She was attacked in the hotel last night," Evan said. A horrid feeling crept into the corner of his mind and spread like wildfire through his body. "I was there. Rushed in, saved her life, and offered her a safe place to stay." "I see. That was Bart Manchester, I assume?" The rush of realization set off alarm bells. "Did you plan that?" Varian glanced away. "What if I did?" Evan wasn't fooled for an instant. "What if I hadn't seen him from the street? Run to her room just in time, and he'd hurt her more than he did." "He was told to rough her up a little." Varian shrugged and peered through the window at the boat moored by the church spire. "Just scare her away. At which point I release a statement saying there's nothing of consequence left under the waters of Dark Lake." Anger speared Evan, and he clenched his hands into fists. "Good grief, man. The bloke you sprung from the loony bin is a serial rapist who tortures for fun. The only reason he wasn't in a proper prison is he pleaded insanity and got away with it. He knows exactly what he's doing. I thought Lou was a friend of yours." "She is. Remind me never to become an enemy if that's the way you treat your friends." "That's rich coming from you. And since when have you and Dr. Fitzgerald been on first-name terms?" "So what if we are?" he bristled. "As you asked so nicely, ever since I saved her life. I didn't set her up the way you have, or treat her the way you did." "No, you're just lying to her." Evan jabbed his finger irately at Varian. "I'm not lying, as such. merely not telling her everything I know up front. Maybe I'm tired of the cover-up. Great-granddad was following orders. Your grandfather's orders, to be precise. Perhaps it's time the truth did get out. Varian grabbed his arm. A word of caution. Burn the journal. Let the past stay buried. I'll give her a day or two and then shut this down due to nothing further found down there. She'll be laid off, and if she creates a stink, I'll have all her work discredited. She'll never work in archaeology again. This whole thing will go away and be forgotten. Evan tore himself away. And if she finds anything, I'll take the paperwork and burn it. Any artifacts she finds will be destroyed. You keep quiet. Do I make myself clear? Evan faced him down. And if I don't, you'll regret it. Varian spun on his heel and left, closing the office door behind him. Evan glowered. No one threatened him and got away with it. Ever.